Morning, the 11th of April, 1998, in Takefu-city and Fukui Prefecture, and I'm here with my friend, Mrs. Horikawa, right here. Hello, everyone. I've asked her to guide us through the shrine, the biggest Shinto shrine in Takefu. So maybe she could explain some of the things that go on here, some of the events, and some of the things you can see. First, I should point out this red gate. This is a famous symbol of a shrine, the tori. And do you know what a tori is for, or why a shrine has a tori? Can you say anything about that?
This is the one to show the boundary of the sacred area of the shrine.
Okay. So on this side we are outside the shrine, and as soon as we walk in, we are inside the shrine. And I read in a book somewhere that if you follow the line of the top of the gate, it usually points to some important place, like a mountaintop or something like that. Mm-hmm. And these statues, there's one on this side, I see. Mm-hmm. And
dog.
Okay.
And dog.
Oh, there's two dogs. One has an open mouth, and one has a closed mouth. So the is open, and the there's the open there. Okay. And what do they do?
They are guarding the shrine.
One has an open mouth, and one has a closed mouth. So the is open, and the there's the open there. Okay. And what do they do?
They are guarding the shrine.
Now, how about this one over here?
There are many shrines in a big shrine.
Uh-huh.
I think this is one of the small shrines which belongs to this big one. And I can find that a cow or ox in the shrine. Then I suppose the shrine is for the god of study.
Studying.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I hear a drum. Is somebody drumming?
I don't know.
Then there's a rope, a straw rope above the front of this shrine. What is this straw in the paper?
It's a decoration.
Decoration.
And show that this is a very sacred area.
Okay. Okay. And there's people splashing water over there. What is that? Looks like two.
Splashing water.
You see over there
before we pray God, we clean our hand and our mouth.
Uh-huh. That's just to be pure.
Yes.
Probably in the past with the dirt roads, people were dusty and dirty, and these days maybe not so bad, but. And the name of this shrine, what is it called?
This is called Soja-Shrine.
Okay.
The head shrine of all the shrines in Takefu.
The head shrine, so there's a kind of master plan. All of the shrines are related to each other?
I don't know. We just call it Soja, the head shrine of all the shrines.
Uh-huh.
1,000 years ago, Takefu was the capital of this area. At that time, this head shrine was built. And of course, after that, many times this shrine was burned down because of fire and rebuilt. Then this building itself isn't so old as 1,000 years old, but it was founded 1,000 years ago.
And this shrine is able to protect the buildings and people of Takefu. Is that the?
Yes, yeah. This is the guardian of Takefu-city. Now you can see a baby.
Yes.
Then when a baby is born, the parents take a baby here and pray their happiness and health.
Do you think most people do this? In your case, did you?
Yes,
come here also?
When my oldest son was born, I and my mother-in-law took him here and prayed his health and happiness. And I think he is happy and healthy
That's good.
because of this, thanks to this shrine.
What are some other times that... And what is the drum?
That is for praying the happiness and health of the baby.
Okay. Let's see, what else? I know for priests, for Buddhist priests, sometimes they have a side job in a school or city hall or something like this. But what about Shinto priests? Do they have a full-time job in the shrine, or do they have a side job? Or
they can't live only for other priests. Then, for example, the priest I know, he was a teacher.
Okay. What about the idea of uji? The idea of that you are born in a neighborhood and then you belong to a shrine. How does that work? What's the idea behind that?
Usually, the family has its own shrine, but not so strictly as a temple.
Uh-huh.
And you go to the shrine, to almost any kind of shrines you like.
Mm-hmm.
For the purpose of each time, for the shrine of study, shrine for the safety of the road, like that.
Okay. Do you think, when you were a girl, if you think back, do you think shrines are about the same? Do you think people still go to them the same way, or has the same meaning, or do you think young people just don't care anymore, or do you think anything has changed? Do you think it's about the same, or?
It is changing, but still young people go to the shrine for the specific purpose, as I told you. Then it will not change, but in former days, people were more religious and they respected the holy things, holy spirits. And in that sense, something is different. It is changing.
How do people become a priest? Can they just choose to become a priest, or do you have to be born into a family, or?
The family of the priest, and they get specific training.
Examination, like a test, or?
No. At a specific place, they get the training as a priest.
Okay. I see some little pieces of paper under the lantern over there. The little white pieces of paper. You see the tied onto the post. What do you think that might be?
It's a fortune-telling paper. And you pay some amount of money, like 100 yen, and you pick up a piece of paper, and the paper tells you the fortune.
And then, don't you want to keep the fortune, or do you just leave it here? Or
it tells a good fortune, you keep it, and when it is bad, usually you tie it and leave the bad fortune here.
Ah, okay.